right, we are going full on bob. No, I'm kidding.
Here.
Now that I'm seeing it, absolutely not.
No.
We just have to do a nice trim. We could
Just like these ends.
yeah, because it just was not giving. We need to volume it up.
So we need some layers.
Maybe a little bit.
A little bit of shaping.
Oh my god.
That looks like a lot, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Good. That's good.
Yeah. Clean it up.
Yeah, because you see that.
Yeah.
You see it. I tried to cut my hair myself.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Kind of like bringing it up so that it just shapes it.
I
But I
think
know
so,
you
yeah.
braids and stuff, so I
Yeah.
don't want to like pack like
Yes.
lots of layers.
Yes.
Just a little.
Just a little.
So
Yeah.
that way it has some shape.
I'm with it.
Oh my goodness. We're gonna blow it out today.
Yes.
Make her straight early.
Yes.
But we're gonna go through how we blow out curly hair healthy.
Yes.
So that we don't mess up, damage, but we're gonna get a smooth first spray blowout. I'm just gonna
slay me like usual. Yes, that looks really good. All right, she done combed the hair out.
Brush it out.
Yes.
And we're just gonna clean up a little bit of the ends before we shampoo. Excited. Like a school photo.
Freaking cheesing so much.
All right, T, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the matter. Okay, so first and foremost, leave-in conditioner. It's a must. I know a lot of people like to skip this step. Think about it as like the lotion you put on when you hop out the shower. And if you don't, I'm going to need you to do that. Now, detangling, I recommend using the unbrush or a wet brush, something with soft bristles. You want to work out the detangles from the bottom moving up. That way you don't cause any breakage while the hair is wet and fragile. So I'm not a fan of applying too many products on a blowout. Okay, a lot of people think more is best and really less is best in this case. I prefer to use the leave-in conditioner. I am obsessed with Color Wow, their anti-humidity spray. I swear by this product. It's heat activated. It also will last up to 3 washes. So within 3 washes, whether you're diffusing curly or blowing it out straight, the heat is going to keep the anti-humidity activated. 2 keys to having a really great blowout / silk press is to have a completely clean canvas and to prime and prep the hair properly, which is what we did so far. Now I'm going to start taking sections. I prefer to take 2 inches max to really get in there and get a smooth, even blow dry from the root to the ends. So I like to do clean line work when I'm doing my sectioning, whether it's for flat ironing or blow drying. You see I have about 2-inch section here, and I'm going to go ahead and go straight in, and we're going to show you how we grip the hair with the brush and make sure that we grab the edges along with it. So I'm a fan of double bristle, boar's head bristle if possible, and then the harder bristles. The double bristle just gives you more grip. It gives a smoother blowout for curly hair. Now the key is tension. Tension, 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 okay? Wrap the hair around the brush. Make sure you get tension. The tighter the tension, the smoother the blowout. I always angle the blow dryer down away from the scalp. I know it looks like I'm getting super close to the scalp, but angle is everything. You want it to get as close to the scalp as possible, but blowing the heat off away in a downward direction. I will rotate which way I do the tightness of the hair around the brush, depending if I'm trying to grip the edges or if I'm trying to smooth out now the second half of the section. Personally, I prefer to get the root silky smooth and dry and then work the water down the hair because you're literally blowing it down. And as you do the round brushing going downward and rolling the brush, it's going to seal the cuticle. Getting a smooth blowout is the key to a silky, silky silk press, okay? This is the foundation. This is what's going to give it its longevity. This is what's going to give it that silky finish. Everyone thinks the magic is in the flat iron. The magic is not in the flat iron, honey, okay? The magic is in the blow dryer and that round brush. Also, don't be afraid to adjust your client and the direction that they are looking or having their head posed, because at the end of the day, all they want is that hair slayed, okay? So if they need to be redirected, please do not be shy to do that. Ew, would you look at that silky hair? Just look at it. Look at it. Beautiful. We're going to move on to the next section now. As you can tell, we were talking and chatting it up, okay? We were having a good time, laughing and cackling. Now also peep how I'm holding the brush. Peep how I will rotate which way I wrap the hair around the brush, whether it's under or over, but it's the same tension both ways. So you can play with whichever way is more comfortable in your hand, because technically I'm right-handed when I write, but the way I hold my blow dryer and my brush is how a lefty would. Call me ambidextrous, and I got a little bit of magic in me, but you know, play around with the hand movements. The main thing you want to grasp is that grip and getting that root dry. Start working that water from the scalp down, okay? Also, peep, a little trick I do when I am round brushing. Sometimes I will allow the blow dryer to dry some of the ends, even though I'm doing the tension dry from the root down. Don't know if you guys caught that. I probably do it a couple of times in here. So if you do see that, that is absolutely acceptable. And I just like how it gives it just helps get some of the extra water off, so that by the time I get down there, it's an easy roll, smooth, cuticles laid, hair silked and pressed. We got to get them edges laid, honey, okay? These edges right here, yeah, those need to be laid. So the way I will grip those first is I will put the brush from the front sometimes and wrap the hair around it, and then give that tension when I blow dry away and off from the scalp and away from the face. We were cracking up because I kept, you know, we're having our own conversation, okay? We're talking about all kinds of movies, Love Island, EDC that's coming up, okay? We're having a great old time. This is my bestie, all right? So conversation is flowing. But yeah, we're cracking up because I kept pointing and I was like, I'm going to do a voiceover. So, you know, just bear with me. One thing about me is I love to have fun, okay? And we're always going to have a good time, and we're going to laugh while we learn, while we get a service done, whatever. Do you guys see this? Do you see this? This is a perfectly prepped foundation, okay? Now we're going to get that babyless flat iron turned on, get it warmed up, because now we're about to go in for the silk press. But this blowout right here, chef's kiss. Now, depending on the hair texture, density, etc., I will or will not use a serum before I press. With her hair, how curly it is and how full and thick it is and how silky we want to achieve, I went ahead and prepped with Miele's. It's a weightless serum. It smells phenomenal. It's something that can be used whether you're breaking a curl cast or flat ironing your hair. For her, we put it on the hair prior. I brushed it through to make sure that it spread evenly over everywhere before I went ahead and sectioned it off to start doing the flat ironing. Personally, I am a babyless girl. I've tried the most expensive flat irons. I've tried some that were like reasonable, same, you know, brands. Certain brands have the name for themselves. My favorite and go-to will always be Babyless. Okay, I love the nano titanium. It doesn't matter if you have, you know, the inch or the 2-inch thick or the 1.5. That is based off of the type of curls and waves you want to put. But if you're just doing an iron, baby, this is the one you want to use. No heat damage, okay? And I can have this flat iron turned up. Yes, that sounds crazy. Yes, people are like, oh my God, $450? Oh my God, $425? Yes. With this flat iron and the way that this plate is made, you are not going to damage this texture of hair. Now, depending on